Yeah, it's just the same thing over and over again with this Lakers team. Like I said, it's tiring. I'm tired of watching it. I can see honestly, and not even like I said, I already said that I think is Luka is like the Lakers are better. It, see the thing, I said that the the Lakers before the trade. I mentioned how they were playing harder before the trade last year. Uh, the teams that they had before the trade, during the LeBron AD era, were I feel like all those. Okay, obviously 2019, they pretty much just forfeited that year. That was LeBron's first year here, and then next year I mean that summer after that they trade for AD and they win the title. LeBron's second year here. Next year after that, I feel like that was you know a repeat title type team on paper. But that's when LeBron and AD started. Well, LeBron had already been hurt his first year here. Then AD gets hurt. And they were both hurt during the regular season, and they lose in the first round. AD, I forget what the injury was. I think it was a groin injury. It was like the first AD groin injury, uh, and they lose to Phoenix in the first round. The next year, the Westbrook year, that was never going to work. That just the pieces just didn't fit. But then the year after that, so that's 2023 when they make the conference finals after they reshaped the team uh, after trading Westbrook. That was a championship roster. And then the next year, with a similar roster, I feel like that was a championship roster. The thing about it is that, like, if you had prime LeBron, uh, that's a team that instead of going 1-8 against the Nuggets those 2 years, uh, I mean that's a team that possibly like that. That's what I'm saying. It's a championship team on paper, except that LeBron is really still only LeBron. He's LeBron. He still has LeBron numbers, but he doesn't have LeBron impact as far as being, a championship leading player. He's not like that anymore. But they had the kind of roster that, um, you know, like I said, if LeBron had been in his prime, that's still a championship team. But he wasn't. Um, I don't even remember what my point is uh, about that. But yeah, they. Oh yeah, I was saying how I'm getting tired of them. It's tiring. Like I said, they are better because they have that. They have a player now who, when they were going up against Joker in the playoffs and getting manhandled, well now they have a player in Luka Doncic, young, 26 years old. He can match Joker in that sense of being just a machine offensively who can carry a whole team. And then it's about, well, what do the guys around him do? But at the same time, it is tiring watching the way that he plays, and I can see why. And then watching the way the team plays around him, I can see why Nico Harrison just got fed up. I'm tired of this. I don't want to see this anymore. you know, and I think the Mavericks, man. I think the Mavericks. They've been looking better lately. AD he still has it, and Cooper Flag is. I was wrong about Cooper Flag. He's amazing for his age. I guess he's turned 19 now. Uh, but I mean, I heard a thing about him, and I said this before that during summer league, it looked like he's gotten like I think he's getting taller still. Uh, I think he looked taller in summer league than he looked at Duke, and he looks taller now than he looked during summer league. So I mean, I like to see him and AD stand side by side because AD always been listed as 6'3", 6'10", 6'11". Let's Flag at like 6'8". I'm pretty sure Flag is about 6'10", bro. You know, and he's just gonna keep getting better and better. He's super competitive. You know, so yeah, we'll see who actually ends up having the last laugh. Like I said, Luka's still so young. You know, he's at 26. He'll be 27 in a couple months. But, you know, historically, 28 has been the year where you know, guys start winning titles. You know, 27, 28, around there. You know, unless you're like, you know, Magic or Bird or somebody like that who comes in on a, you know, Tim Duncan comes in on on a team that's already ready to start winning championships. You know, it usually takes off. Shaq won his first one at 28. Jordan won his first one at 28. You know, so it does take a while. Uh, so you know, it could be Luka. I mean, Luka hasn't taken enough lumps yet, but it'll come a point where he'll be on the clock. But you know, he still has you know, a lot of time left. You know, to start winning championships and stuff like that. Uh, but yeah, it might be, you know, he got in better shape this summer. Seemed to be in response to him getting traded. But it could be that he needs to, you know, suffer more loss and more defeat and more, you know, things happening before he finally gets to that point where he's ready to be a champion.